Hello. I'm going to do some decals, just kind of show you some ways to do decals the easy way. So, first of all, I've got a little palette here that the decals originally came in. So I'm going to use this box. So what I'm going to do now is kind of cut it. Get the top one image. Nothing spectacular. We'll keep this bit here. Okay. Next up is for your decals. Just get a bit of paper, tissue paper. Okay, just cutting it roughly to fit. There we go. You often see people will put the decal in a bowl of water or something like that, and the decal will come separate from the just getting a cup of water, separate from the sheet, and float around and then sink, and then you pull it out, it's upside down, and it's a nightmare. So what I'm doing here is I'm just going to pour some water in, whoosh, like so, and that will give you your area for your decals. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get some of these. These are Rubicon, Soviet and Star Insignia Set 1. There we go. Right, sorry. First time I've used this camera setup, so getting used to putting my hands in the right places. As the actress said to the bishop. Right. So what we're going to do now is we're going to pull out some of these. And I'll keep it out before. As the actress said to the bishop. Cut. There we go, yeah. Okay. I've used these Rubicon ones before, so we'll see how it goes. I've got good confidence because Rubicon do some really nice kits. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to go for a Russian star, and we've got some small ones and big ones of those, so don't know. But we're going to go for some Russian stars anyway. Right, so we'll go for this one here. Just going to do the one for this video. Then I can go away and do the rest in my own leisure. Sorry. My box better drawn. Well, working. So right, so there is your decal. Sorry about this, my fingers. I have kids. Should be wearing gloves really. Okay, so that's that bit. So at the moment, what you can do here is you could cut out. You could cut out like 5 decals. And you can put them all on there, and you've got loads of time to play with as well. You're not in a rush. They can all just be soaking in really nicely and ready to go. So I'm going to grab a Russian, and for this we are going to be using the joys of decals there. So these are my Russians for Blackside Studios. Where's that upside down? Oh, technology! I've been beaten by technology. Hang on. I can do something about this. Use default, configure video, camera control, and not there. Okay, probably best not do this whilst I'm shooting a video. Okay, but it should be the right way, but it's not. If I turn this, I know what it is. I'm an idiot. What do you want to do? We all knew. Hang on a second. Whilst I'm doing that. Okay, can't see what I'm doing here, but it's all highly technical and my brain is blowing a few fuses. You don't get this professionalism on like the big places, do you? Alright, okay. So it's all opposite world. Right, okay. I see that's over that way. Right, okay. There we go. Right. Yes, I have a very messy desk. Not really prepared. Right, okay, here we go. We're going to try again. So these are my Russians that I've been painting. And there are no decals on as of yet. So we're just going to pick this dude here because that's the way I roll. Okay, so get a paintbrush. Can you see where the pot is? No, you can't. Just move it there. Right, okay. So, top pad, and what we're going to do now is going to put a bit of water on this little helmet. As the actress said to the bishop. It's going to be one of those ones, isn't it, those videos? Yeah, my hair's a mess. Look at it, look at that mess. It's what you call, it's what you call a head made for hats. Okay, so, done that. Now we're going to a smaller brush. I'm going to pick out the transfer. As you can see, nice and easy. There has been no floating around. And now I'm going to adhere the decal. Yeah, see, look at that, it floats around perfectly. There's none of that. And there's been no rushing at all, as you can see, because I was just frothing around like a complete idiot earlier. If you like frothing around like a complete idiot, check out my other videos. I seem to be just a natural idiot. I tell my wife it's endearing, but you know, she doesn't listen to me. Probably help us speak the same language. Okay, so there we go. There is your. You try and do this while watching a camera. And it's all out of focus because there we are. Got to sort that out. Hey, this is a trial video. What do you expect? One day I'll get it right. Yeah. Right. Don't stick things in your ears, but it's a paintbrush holder. And it's perfect because what it does is it holds the brush at an angle going down. So that in the bristles base, the paint doesn't dry, it goes to the tips, which is easier to knock off. Unfortunately, this is a very temporary solution. Unfortunately, I've got very clean ears. Unlike my nails. Right. Well, yeah, that's one dude done. So, pretty simple. What we're going to do now is I've got some American flags to do as well later. So all I do is, once I've got it all done, pop a video up showing all these dudes. Oh, another little thing you can do if you want, if you're feeling really generous, is, he disappears. Where's he gone? Where's he? He's just run away. Fly out off the door and never come back. What's that? That's not what I want. I am still here. I will come back. I'm literally just here. I've got my pot of disorganisation here, and in here is some very useful stuff. Here it is. Is that what I want? Liquid decal film. Stores oak decals. Make custom decals. Not what I want. I want the other one. This is the worst way. So I moved house. I just threw all my paints into one box. I got rid of all the paints that I shook and didn't make a funny noise. And the ones that made noises like ah, I kept, because I like to torture them. And I can't find it. So we are going to use some of that. No, not. That's technically medium. Hard coat's pretty good. But there's a thing called Storm Shield. Storm Shield, or if you go for other manufacturers, matte varnish, put that on the top afterwards, and that's pretty good. And Microsoft do a decal softener, and that's really good. So you put that on the top afterwards, whilst it's still a little bit wet, and you can push it down a bit of damp tissue paper just to sort of get the shape in, and that really helps sort of get rid of that horrible decal feel you get sometimes with some decals. Well, to be honest with you, these Rubicon ones, they're pretty nice. Now on his back, what am I going to put on his back? Do you think he does something on his back? Let's have a look. So, we've got a bit of all sorts here, haven't we? I might have to get some more of these. Shame they're not cheap. Right, so I think I'm going to go for some of these, which is quite cool for like the Commander and stuff. But I think I'm going to go for this one here. It's got a little hammer and sickle inside. You know, when I did the original test for this, everything was in perfect focus. And now look. It's terrible. Right, so let's do this, because the important thing to do with this hobby is try not to be too uniform or exact, because it kind of gets rid of the feel. You want a little bit of a mixy meshy up. You don't want everything to be the same. So when you're painting an army, you might just go slightly off colour. Don't worry about it, because you see a unit like in the any modern army, and you'll see just the odd couple guys sometimes have got a slightly faded uniform, or you know, if one's really unlucky, maybe his wife washed it with her red pants and he's got a slight pinkiness to his uniform. I've seen that before. So yeah, don't worry about it. I mean, I've got like, I'm trying to think where he's gone now. Have I still got him? They're all like different shades really, look at that. But I know the different shades, but on the table you just can't tell. And they might be on different parts of the, because light moves around, they might be on different parts of the moon, by like 5 feet, which they would be. Right, so this has been here for a little while. I'm going to just get some water and wash it around. These models have been sealed with a matte varnish, must be noted. That wasn't intentional, it was just the fact that I kind of got carried away and wanted to say, they're finished! And I did that, and I was like, I want some decals on them because somebody else did it. And I plagiarised. And here I am. So, having to add them later. So, always good to have a plan, what you're going to do. Or, if you're like me, make it up as you go along. Which, to be fair, probably makes your life a burning train wreck, like mine. But it's all good. It could be a lot worse. Could be a lot worse. I mean, I could have this hair. Oh, hang on, that I have. Right. Anyway, so we're trying to get this one in position, and it's like very fiddly. It's like trying to. Sometimes it feels like trying to balance a ping pong ball on a broom handle. So we've done that. And I need it, there it is. Woo! Can't bend over too much, you might see my bald patch. Okay, so what we've got here is, that's on there, we've got this here. Now I want to dab the water up, but I don't want to remove this thing, so I'm going to dab this a little bit into there. Ooh, it's gone red. And, was that about the pink knickers? Right, okay, so, and then I'm just going to push this on really hard, as the actress said to the bishop, and hopefully, as long as I don't twist it, I probably won't twist it, and I should be able to take it off and it'll be nice and flat. Or if the world really hates me and I roll a 1, I shall lift the tissue away and the decal will come off with the tissue. Let's find out. Woo! It's a good day to be alive. Okay. You can say I really should script things, you know. This is just a rambling idiot. Right, so there we are. So you can suddenly see, just put a little star on his head, and that on his back. It just suddenly kind of pops it a little bit more. So, yeah, that's all I'm going to do for the Russian. Because that's all I need to do. I might go over a little dry brush off, it's called Bob. No, it's not called Bob. What's it called? Longbeard Grey. So, Longbeard Grey. There you go. Hang on, is that mirrored? No wonder I'm getting confused. I'm so lost. What's happened? This is mad. Anyway, I'm really going to have to figure out my settings. So, anyway, that is a little bit Longbeard Grey goes over a kind of a little dry brush, goes over everything really, including the base. So the base is effectively, why am I showing you this? It's all in backwards, gibberish. So model colour, neutral grey, and that's what the bases are done and the base edges. So I literally do it. I do like you can use a paste. Sometimes I use glue and sand. I generally use a paste for the moony bases. Yeah, so put that on top. Dry brush it with the long beard, and then go around the sides with the neutral. And jobs are good. So the basing's really simple on lunar figures. I love it. And then just to sort of give that little looked in feel when you're dry brushing the base, I just kind of dry brush over a bit of the cloth as well here and there, just to sort of give it that feel that it's a bit worn and hit by the regolith and a bit dirty. It's very hard to say clean on the moon. There's no showers. No shower. Well, there probably showers on the moon base. I don't know. It would be a very slow shower, wouldn't it? The water just kind of just fall down gently and caress you. Okay, that sounds wrong. Where am I going with this? Okay. Anyway, so that's what I want. I'm going to do some Yankees because it's American Independence Day. That's where they decided they wanted to not have free healthcare. The landlord decided they didn't want to pay tax and instead they wanted to tax the poor people. Or something like that, I can't remember. Anyway, history will rewrite itself, I'm sure. That's the Americans that I've done, so very simple. So yeah, I'm going to put some little flags on there. One arm or two arms, I'm not sure. I'm going to look at a few pictures and see if they tended to wear two flags or not. One thing I was considering was looking at the decal sheet. Is they got some ranks here? Look, I'll point them out with this spanner. Got some ranks. Maybe I'll put the ranks on, or I could put the airborne on, or I could put the eagles on. Definitely got a medic badge to go on one of them for a medic. Medics are pretty useful. Mine always fail. Maybe I should just go for killing. That's where I'm going wrong. Okay, so that is the decals and how to do them, because it was just really simple. These decals are now dry, and what I shall do is I shall put him there, and I shall rummage in my box. If you're still here, I shall rummage in my box. I shall find some varnish and put a little bit of varnish on. Aren't you lucky? I might even find the right stuff. Look at that. Straight away. Found the right stuff. Setting solution. Brilliant. So I can show you how you can set a solution. Bonus content. Okay. Look at my head. Look at my head. It's looking for storm cars. Technical storm shield. Look at that. It even says technical on the label. Well, according to my screen, it's all mirrored. Right, so what we're going to do is we're going to do the microsol. I don't really need to do the microsol, but I'm going to do it anyway because I found it. And I can very rarely find anything in my madness of life. So, microsol. Break stuff. I paid £2 for that, which means I bought it pre-Brexit and pre-moving to Germany. So, yeah, it's all good. It might use the £2, I doubt it. Right, so, there we are. So, I literally just get some of this. Do you see what I did there? Just stuck it in the pot, pop, 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 onto my palette. Sort of water it down a little bit because it is quite good stuff. I hope I got the hammer and sickle the right way out. Pretty sure I have. Right. Okay. Ah! What'd I say? Look at that. Disasters. Oh, I guess it's a... So this stuff will set it effectively, and also it can pick it back up again. So if you do make a mistake, as you saw, you can put this stuff on and it will pick it up. Some paints it will lift. So like I would say some of the new contrast paints and from various different companies, I'm not going to say which ones because I have not tested them all. They will probably lift with a bit of this microsol. I'd say with the microsol, give it about an hour, or for me 15 minutes to dry, and then put the technical storm shield on top. Now if you put the technical storm shield on top whilst it's still wet with the decal solution, it will turn to stuff that looks like cream cheese. I can assure you it doesn't taste like cream cheese, it doesn't smell like cream cheese, it just looks like cream cheese. So don't see it as a business opportunity in making cream cheese on the cheap, because it wouldn't be cheap and it wouldn't be very good. Right, anyway, that's rambling. That's me doing decals. I will probably do this video again one day with a little bit more sanity. This is really just to test things really, and I'm going to just watch it again and see if it works, and if it's failed I shall post it, and if it's kind of succeeded I will post it. Either way I'm going to post it because I ain't posted anything for ages. Anything you want me to cover in hobbying, because I've been doing it now since the 80s, so which makes me officially ancient and should be retired. Yeah, just let me know. Put it in the comments. Say, oi Ginger, or oi Mr. Evil, or oi Bob, or ooh Mrs. Just say, yeah, just say, can you do a video please on how you paint cat fur on the top of the monkey? That'll be fun. I'll see what I can do for you. Yeah, all good. Right, I'm going to stop recording now. Bye.